I grew up in Wahoo, Nebraska, and graduated from Meade High School, and then, of course, went to school out at Curtis, and then met my wife in college, Hillary, and she's from Bartlett originally, so Weston's 3, and he's starting to pick up the trade, I guess. He sure enjoys it. We've got to get a big hammer and go beat on something. My grandpa repaired and restored old saddles. So as a little kid, I was kind of always around that. And then when I went to college in Curtis the summer after my first year there, I worked for a ranch north of Brady, and a guy that I lived with is a saddle maker named Jeremy Baker. And I spent that whole summer with him and really got a fire about it, I guess. But it really wasn't until I moved to Hastings after college and met Taylor Meeske, and him and I are great friends now. But as far as floral tooling, he's pretty much taught me everything I know on that, and then he's helped me out a bunch in the saddle making. And I draw them all out on a sheet of paper first, and then once I'm ready to transfer it to the leather, I case the leather with water, which is just a wetting and drying process, and then you just lay the paper right over top of the leather, and you can trace it on with a pencil. And then take, it's called a swivel knife. I cut all the design into there, and then from there I take, like I'm doing now, and I bevel the edges, which pulls the pattern out from the leather, and then I'll go back through with a shader that'll give kind of my line and texture in there. A lot of times I'll use an oil-based dye for the background, and then I'll finish over either with a what's called Wyoshin, which is it's a Resolene that I guess it'd be similar to polyurethane, like, that you'd put on wood. It gives it that real clear, kind of a tougher finish. I guess Tim O'Connell is probably the biggest one. Made a belt for each time he went to the national finals, and then also made him a belt for his new world champion belt buckle, so that's pretty neat. Yeah, I just finished that. Well, I putting the finishing touches on a saddle for my father-in-law right over here, and then I'm in the middle of building that Will James saddle, and then I've got his tree underneath the table.
Ashton has also made a back number purse for bareback rider Orrin Larson's wife to wear during the National Finals Rodeo. Diamond Dollar has also custom designed chaps for Miss Rodeo Nebraska, Joni Quam. Ashton states that he receives most of his business from online and referrals. However, having a storefront is something that he's always thought of, and Clearwater, Nebraska seems to be the right place.